Welcome to Andy's Garage. I'm Andy Phillips. Today I'm going to show you quick and easy how you can adjust the level and the alignment of the hood on your vehicle. So let's go ahead and get started. Now there's a few vehicles that I'm going to be showing this on. It's pretty much the same process on all vehicles when you have a hood. But this particular vehicle here, it's an older Dodge Neon SRT design that we're actually doing a lot of work on. But this one here is really bad, so that's what I'm going to show it on. But let me close the hood so I can show you exactly what I'm talking about when I talk about it being out of level and out of alignment. As we come in here on the driver's side, you can see how the hood is resting lower than the fender. You can see the height of the fender. You can see how the hood is down. And then we have this rubber seal around the headlight, which has been squashed down. If we come on here on the passenger side, this is how it should look. You can see how it lines up right on the same level with the passenger fender. And you can see how that rubber seal is not pressed down. It's got a nice smooth fit. Here's a different angle so you can see it right here. Look how far down that's been pressed down. And that's what we need to adjust and raise it to get it up here level so we don't have that drop like you can see right here against the fender. Let's get this open up so I can show you. And I'm going to get a close-up in here, but basically you have on each side, you have these little rubber bumpers. Okay, they're known as hood bumpers or hood adjustment bumpers, hood level adjustment bumpers, things like that. But they're these little rubber bumpers. They are adjustable, and when you lower your hood, they rest on those. Sometimes they can either get damaged, they need to be replaced, or they can kind of drop a little bit and you need to raise their levels, but you can adjust both of them. Some of them, as on the vehicle here, they have a hex pattern, I guess in case they're tight if you want to use a socket, but for the most part, you can do them by hand. And you can use those to level out your hood. So you look at the front and you can level it and make it nice and straight again. But let me get a close up and I'll show you and we can see why this one's down. But bring the camera in here. Here's the one on this side. And as we saw before, this side is nice and level. And I'll show you, you can see it's got some thread there. So if you turn it clockwise, you screw it down, counterclockwise, you raise it up. So that one looks good. But if we come to this side, you can see how this one is completely squashed down. Now, it doesn't need to be replaced. Let's get a different shot of it. Everything looks good. It's not broken. It's stable. So you can see how it threads in right here. So all we're going to do is we're going to rotate it counterclockwise and bring it up. And then we're going to match it up with the height of the other one. And that should level our hood. If we put a measuring tape on the good one, you can see from the body of the vehicle to the bottom of this bumper is exactly 5/8. So that's what we're going to do on the other side. We want it to be exact. Now that we've adjusted it, if we put this here, it's exactly 5/8 from the body of the vehicle to the bottom of the bumper, like on the other side. So let's close the hood now and see how that looks. Coming down here. Now you can see it. Nice and smooth on the same level. Here's a before and after. Take a look. Now, we're getting ready to do a lot of work on this vehicle, including sanding it down and repainting the whole car. But unfortunately, this seal around the headlight has kind of been squashed down from it being out of alignment before. So I'm going to have to replace that. But you can see, though, look at that. Perfect. And then if we go to the other side, take a look over here. That side was good as well. So now the hood is completely level. And you can feel it too. When you move your hand on both sides, it's nice on the same height as the fenders. But here's a couple other vehicles. I'm going to show you what it looks like on those so you can see the same process. Take a look. Coming into this vehicle, which is a Chevy Trailblazer, you can see right here on the front, you have one here. And you have one here. Same thing. You can see how it's got the little threads in it. This one's perfectly level, so I'm not going to mess with it. But basically, these are the bumpers here on this one. You can see there. If we come over here onto this side. nice and level. This next vehicle is a 2014 Ford Focus, and on this one you can see, if we come here, you have one right here and you have one right here, and these are obviously fine too, so I'm not going to mess with them, but you can see how they're right there towards the front, right where the hood would rest on it. And this one's a little bit different. You have this sleeve that the threads actually screw into. The other ones, you had the rubber that went into the body of the vehicle. So some of them are a little bit different, but still the same concept where you can adjust them. And you can see how level this one is. And if we come over here onto this side, same thing, nice and level. Now this next one's a little bit different. This is a Nissan Quest, and if we look here, I don't see anything here. There's nothing to adjust it, and that's because on this one, they're mounted up here. They're actually on the hood right here. So same concept, you would unscrew them and screw them in as needed, but you have one here, and then if we come here on this side, here's your other one. So sometimes they may be on the body of the car, sometimes they may be on the inside of the hood, but the same concept is that you would adjust them there, and that's where you would level these. All right, well, that wraps up this quick and easy video on how to adjust the level and the alignment of your hood. So if you notice that your hood is not setting properly, it looks a little out of whack, or as we saw here, where it's kind of pressing down too much on the weather stripping and just not on the same level as the fender, quick and easy, pop your hood, take those rubber bumpers and just adjust them properly until you get it nice and level. So I hope that this video was informative for you and helped you out. If you're having any issues with your hood, please send me any questions and comments. I would love to hear from you. And as always, I appreciate all the support. So please like the video and subscribe to this channel, as I'm constantly posting different content. And I'll see you next time.